In this tutorial, we will download an ESU with special instructions from the Oracle JD Edwards Update Center, import the ESU using the web client, apply UDC and DD Glossary changes to the staged environment, and deploy the ESU with special instruction edits to all deployed environments and to a selected target environment. Starting with Tools Release 9.8, Update Manager provides you the ability to review and apply text updates for manual special instructions, user-defined codes, and data dictionary glossaries using the web client. UDC values and DD glossary text are two typical types of special instructions that are evaluated during the software update process. A side-by-side comparison of the new and old text values enables you to review and choose whether to accept the changes. When you upload an ESU which contains special instructions changes through web deployment into the update repository, the system automatically imports the manual special instructions XML from the package into the staging environment. The Manage Special Instructions web utility P964720W enables you to compare the existing UDC value and data dictionary glossary text in your system with the proposed changes that are included in the software update. We will begin with downloading the ESU containing special instructions from the Update Center. In the Oracle JD Edwards Update Center, we can either enter the ESU name in the Search for Name field and search, or enter these search criteria to narrow down the search for the ESU. Now we'll click on the ESU documentation link to verify that SAR special instructions are included. Click the download icon to add the ESU to the download basket and then download the electronic software update. Let us now import the ESU to the Enterprise One application. Sign into Enterprise One and open the Work with Software Updates application. Select the form exit and click Import. Select the downloaded file and click Load. After the file is uploaded to the system, the Work with Software Update form refreshes with the new ESU in the grid and the deployment process is initiated. You can now see that the software update status window populates with a visual display of the deployment status, and the deployment steps can also be seen. When the deployment process is 38% complete, the ESU is loaded and ready for deployment. Now click Find. The Special Instructions icon appears in the grid for the ESU. Click this icon to navigate to the Manage Special Instructions form. The JDEP 920 staging environment is created with the record for the ESU. Notice the Manual Instructions tab in the lower pane. This is an easy access to the Manual Instructions checklist instead of accessing it from the path code. In the User-Defined Codes tab, the available UDCs are listed by product code in the grid with their status set to Not Applied. And in the Glossaries tab, you can see the list of available DD Glossary items listed by product code and their status is set to Not Applied. Now let us apply UDC and DD Glossary changes to the staging environment. To make staged edits for UDCs in the staging environment JDEP 920, click the User Defined Codes tab. Here, review and set the status of each of the required UDCs to applied. These changes will be applied automatically during the deployment process. Similarly, to make staged edits for glossaries in the staging environment, click the Glossaries tab and set the status of each of the required glossaries to applied. After making edits to the UDCs and DD glossary items, we will deploy the ESU to apply the special instructions changes. In the Work with Software Updates form, select the ESU and click Row Exit to select Deploy. In the Software Update Environment selection form, select the target environment. If you have made staged edits and only want those changes to be deployed, deselect the Automate Special Instructions option. And if you want to apply all the special instructions from JD Edwards, select the Automate Special Instructions option. As we have made staging edits, we will deselect this option. Apply the changes. The system initiates the deployment process. On completion of deployment, the 100% completion status is displayed in the software updates status pane. Now click the special instructions icon corresponding to the staging environment JDEP 920 in the records grid. Notice the ESU with the target environment PS920 in the records grid. The status of the target environment is set to applied. You can select PS920 in the grid and review the manual instructions, UDC and DD Glossary changes in the lower pane of the form. To review the applied UDCs, in the User Defined Codes tab, select the Display All Statuses option. All the UDCs can be seen. The status of the applied UDCs is replaced with a check mark. To review the applied DD glossaries, in the Glossaries tab, select Display All Statuses option. The status of the applied glossaries is replaced with a check mark in the grid. We can also apply special instruction changes after deployment to all the deployed target environments. To do so, we first select the staging environment JDEP 920 in the Manage Special Instructions form. In the User Defined Codes tab here, let us edit the status of the UDCs as we require. Now click the Apply to All Target Environments option. Similarly, in the Glossaries tab, edit the status of the DD glossary items as required and click Apply to All Target Environments within the Glossaries tab. When we select the Apply to All Target Environments option, the system evaluates the status at three levels. The status set for the UDC and DD glossary items in the staging environment, the status of the target environment, and the status set for the UDC and DD glossary items in the target environment. If the skip status is set in any of these evaluation levels, it takes precedence during the processing of this step. If we want to apply special instruction edits within the deployed environment PS920, we will select PS920 in the Manage Special Instructions Records grid, unlock the editing status by changing the status from applied to not applied. Then in the User Defined Codes tab, we will click the status of the UDCs to make changes as required. After making the changes, click Apply in the User Defined Codes tab. Similarly, in the Glossaries tab, we will click the status of the glossary items to make changes as required. Then click Apply in the Glossaries tab. The UDC and DD glossary changes are applied to the selected target environment PS920. To learn more about managing special instructions in an ESU using the web client, visit us online at learnjde.com. Thanks for watching.